French President Emmanuel Macron has come out fighting in a live television interview ahead of yet another day of national strikes and unrest. Macron dismissed calls from the opposition to dissolve parliament, reshuffle his governing cabinet, or to resign himself. He expressed his personal regret of not being able to do more to convince French citizens of the necessity of the pension reform that has caused such widespread discontent, but he recommitted himself to seeing it through. The government narrowly survived a vote of no confidence on Monday, but the fiercest criticisms have been directed at Macron himself. During his interview, the president spoke of his refusal to back down in the face of widespread opposition, claiming that there is no pleasure or luxury in the reform but it is a necessary decision for the country. The pension reform was initially proposed as part of Macron's 2017 election campaign, but it was pushed aside temporarily due to the COVID crisis and successive lockdowns. Macron has since resurrected pension reform as part of his re-election campaign, but the bill was met with such public unrest that the government bypassed voting and used a 49-3 clause to force it through. Tensions have only grown as a result, and French citizens on the streets have clashed with police stationed in cities across the nation. After the 30-minute interview aired, union representatives and opposition MPs claimed that Macron had ignored the public mood. They accused the president of contempt and arrogance, and questioned his gap of understanding between him and the French population. In response to the rising sense of injustice and protests within the nation, Macron promised to provide clear and concise legislation that would make large companies contribute an exceptional contribution to their employees, as well as help those unemployed to re-enter the workforce. The pension bill is set to come into effect on September 1 that, pending approval from the French Constitutional Court currently examining the bill. As it stands, the French president shows little sign of backing down from his commitment to the reform, sticking to his claim that it is a necessary decision for the future of France.